Gentlemen, welcome. In this video, I'm going to teach you about the two different Reforger loadout saves that will just make your gaming experience a little bit nicer. So, to start with, there's a random rifle there, that's weird. Okay, so to be able to do this, I'm just going to rock up to this arsenal here, and I think I'm going to just focus just on this side because that bush is annoying me. So, we have two types of saves in ARMA Reforger. There is a save that will make your loadout available to you every time you enter a server. And then there is another save that will make sure that the loadout that you have created is always available to you upon death and respawn. There are two types of loadout saves in ARMA Reforger. There is a bacon save and a vanilla save. So a bacon save, if the server that you're playing on has a modded arsenal editor, whatever it's called, it is most likely originally built by the great Bacon. Bacon is a community member of ARMA Reforger since the beginning. He created this, I believe, in 2022, and it has been getting better and better. Anyway, enough fawning over Bacon. Let's check this out. So to be able to find the Bacon loadout, you go straight up to your arsenal, and it'll either be your first or your second, depending. They're always in different orders, but this is the Bacon loadout. Click it, you will enter this window, and this will allow you, depending on which arsenal you have accessed the Bacon loadout from, this will give you the option to be able to edit your loadout. Now, we are standing at the weapons and ammunition arsenal, so if we click on this, there is nothing here to do with clothing. We must change it to weapons. And then we can then change this, and I think I would like to take the... we might take Shadow's AK-105. So we'll just chuck that on because it looks great. And we're going to click back, and that'll do for now for our loadout. Now, once we have built our loadout, so if you want to go to clothes, you're going to have to run over to this one and access the Bacon loadout like this. And now you're going to have clothes available to you. But then if we go to weapons and go this, you will see there's no weapons available now because we're in the wrong arsenal. But for now, we're just going to leave us looking like this. Okay, so once you've finished, so I should mention as well that there is obviously a group of ARMA Reforger players who prefer to use the open arsenal to be able to build their loadout. And so now what you can do is you can drag and drop things in their slots, and then you can build a better, you can manually build things this way by dragging and dropping. And there is no particular way. That looks terrible. This is why I shouldn't battle Barbie on camera. There's no right or wrong way to do this. So to make sure that our loadout is available to us whenever we come into the server, we must save this in Bacon. So we go to this icon, and then let me just delete this. There we go. We use the top slot. So to be able to save a loadout, you will need to check down here to see what your options are, whether you are on Xbox or PC. Now, we can now save this by pressing X. So I'm going to press X. So clicking it won't do anything. You don't need to select this slot. You just hover over the slot and press X. Okay, so this is now saved. Now that you have a saved option, I want to point this out to you. If you have made a new loadout and you are coming in here now to save another loadout, do not click any of the full slots already, because it will instantaneously load that loadout and overwrite any changes that you have made. So this is why when you come into Bacon and you have just made a loadout, keep your finger off your mouse buttons and focus on using keyboard commands to save your loadout. If you are coming in here to quickly load your loadout, that's different. You can just double click this and it loads. Double click over here and it loads. So the thing that's doing there is changing the weapon. Okay. So what we can do now is we'll just take this. Okay, there it is. Okay, this is our loadout that we just had before, just so you're aware. You can see my terrible battle bar being there. This is now saved on this server for every time that you come in here during this map and during the persistence of the mods that you built it with. So if they take all the mods off and change this to US instead of like private security, you will have to remake your loadout now. So let's just demonstrate that. So if we leave, and then we go back in. Okay, so this is my server, guys. You're most welcome to come and play on there. There are no passwords on this server. You can come and join. It's particularly good for people who are in Europe and the UK. Okay, where were we? We were here. Okay, and you can see now I have no loadout on. This is the default loadout, so you can see here, this is the default loadouts. Okay, and then we can just go deploy. I have no idea where I've deployed. Border base, no problems. Okay, so here we are, and I'm wearing a default loadout for this particular faction, modded faction. And then if we go to, oops, bit of jankiness. Here we go. Okay, so now if we go to Bacon Loadout and we go to here, this is our loadout and we can just double click on it. And there it is. There is my terrible battle bar being. Okay, now the only problem is that if we die and we want to respawn on, let's say we want to respawn on the deployed radio here, if we do here, if I go respawn, oh, that's terrifying. I just put some different voices on. That's terrifying. You can see that my loadout is not available. So if I want to spawn here and help the boys fight in this area, I'm going to spawn with a default goddamn loadout. And that is annoying. And this is where the other save. Oh my god, that's terrifying. So this is where the other loadout save is important, okay? So we want to go to the arsenal, and I keep forgetting where the arsenal is. It's on this side, my bad. Here we go. Okay, so we want to go and get our loadout. So we go here, and we're going to go here, and then we're going to double click. Okay, and then we got my terrible loadout. Now, to better make sure that whenever we respawn that this terrible Battle Barbie loadout is ready, we want to go down to save loadout. Now we want to save. Okay, and then my loadout is saved. Now if I die, okay, I just need to like hold my breath for this horrible scream. Jesus. Okay, if I now go and respawn on the radio, you can see that my janky Battle Barbie effort is right there. And now, wherever I respawn, whatever server, as long as my server like has a bacon loadout, I can immediately join the fight within 30 seconds of coming onto the server. Rather than having to spend time making another loadout, I am now ready to go. Now, some servers, I just need to, let me just try and brace myself for that scream again. Okay, that one wasn't so bad. Okay, we'll quickly go back to the main base here. Water base, yes. So, some servers may have a very restrictive arsenal and a restrictive save. So, what you might find is that when you come up and you come here and you go to save, you end up having a red bar. It's a red bar that appears where the blue bar appeared just before. And it means that your default loadout or something that you have picked up around the base does not conform to like the strict saving loadout, like loadout save on that server. Now, up in the corner right now, there is a card that's popped up and it will show you how to be able to fix this. That's it, boys. I think you're pretty much good to go. I want to make sure that you hit that like button. It's very important that you hit the like button and this gets out. And if you want to, guys, you can subscribe. I'm going to leave that up to you, but you got to hit that like button for me. The algorithm has to learn to love me. I'm going to keep releasing more and more cool things like this, and we will eventually make sure that everybody is squared away, ready for ARMA 4.